What up, folks? Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. My wife got me this fun little shirt, Papa Bear. For me, it's Papa Frodan. Back in the house. Frodan, have you done the patch reading? Yes, I did. I can link you my video channel. This is my channel on YouTube for whenever I do anything on stream. There's like a guides channel that like you might know me for on YouTube where I like post a bunch of VOD reviews and stuff like that. This is my channel where I play like games or I give thoughts on things. I do dramatic readings, tubers, just general like stream stuff. So, Talon starts off with a LOL chess review. Okay, you want to start things off, Talon, with that before we get into CN VODs. Today, I want to do. Let's see. Let me put into the agenda. CN regionals day 1, Group A, and then we'll do OC ladder patch 1421. So just link in chat. Yeah, just link in chat. And also, do you have any questions or anything that you want specifically to talk about, or do you want me to just look at it? Because the question is, what do you want improved about it? You got to do it kind of quickly, man. We got to move this show along. Okay, so what do we have here? I have trouble when I don't have a clear early game opener. Okay, well, the LOL chess review isn't going to help you with that as much, but we can look at it as much as I can. So you're at 1100 LP. So you want to look at your bot 4s. Prismatic ticket. I mean, so if you look at your bot 4s and look at your openers, prismatic ticket into mages is fine direction. Rolling for days and big grab bag. I mean, it's gonna be hard for me to look at your lull chest and kind of determine how your early game is shaping up. But it seems like when you have like, it seems like you're converting fine off of a lot of your Callisto openers. This mage 6, there's nothing really wrong that I see with it. If you're having trouble with some of these like late game stuff with some of these boards, I think positioning is actually a really big deal. But I'm not entirely sure how to actually parse through this. Okay, we have an 8th place here with Fiora Karma Gwen. Is this 8 witchcraft, 6 witchcraft? Restart mission, immovable objects. Teaming up. So this is, you just like didn't know what to play here, so you just played Fiora Karma Gwen into an 8th place. I mean, in this kind of situation, usually, did you get like a spatula opener of some kind? In these kinds of situations, if you don't know when you have direction, usually I kind of lean towards reroll at the moment, or I think reroll is really important because, like, a lot of times if you're trying to play a Fiora Gwen Karma, unless you're ahead, this ends up usually turning into a pretty bad finish. So I think one thing that is important if you're trying to continue to climb is like figuring out what your reroll outs are. But I mean, it looks like you just pretty much play mages and Callista and mages and Callista, mages and Callista, and you're doing just fine. I mean, there's nothing really wrong with that. It looks like you have a pretty good grasp on the meta comps. This is actually surprising this is a first, given how weak the rest of your board is. But it's a good result. I'm not entirely sure how to help your early game based off of this. I guess you're like at 2. You would have to look more at your early game because the thing about low chess is you're supposed to look at like more of your end game. So I'm not entirely sure how to give you advice off of that. Crep Vampiric Scepter into Warwick 8th. I mean, this looks like you just missed for the most part. 6th with Wukong Jinx. Olaf 2 items. Fish Bones, Rapid Fire, Rage Blade. Oh, yeah, worth the wait. So you just sold it and went into Jinx. 5th with Hui. I mean, there's nothing really wrong. I feel like what I really need to see out of here is like in your games where you bought 4, it looks like your board is just kind of suboptimal and / or you may have like missed, or you're playing like a weaker line, and then your top finishes are just good. So I don't really have much to say. It's more of a flex lull chest than anything else. Like if you want early game direction, I need like screenshots of like your early game. Okay. Sorry, that wasn't very helpful. If you feel like that was not worth it, I'll just review. I can refund your points. But I can't help much of your early game off your low chest. Your 2-1 augments are like generally okay, but like nothing much to say. Do you reckon committing to something early is always better than holding your cards open? Generally speaking, yes, because then you can make really efficient decisions. Not always the case, but a lot of times you do want to try to commit because you end up making better quality decisions that stack on each other. In TFT right now, what you always want to do is basically line up. Let me see if I can draw my fancy teletraders at work. You always want your items to multiply with your augments to multiply with your board strength. So if you can just like find a way to streamline all 3 of these, you're usually in a good spot, which is why people commit early, because the earlier they commit, the more they can streamline all the decision making. And it's better in TFT to make a commitment. A lot of times it's better in TFT to make a commitment and play as strong of a board as you possibly can, even if you know that it's like contested or it's like worse, because you'll just generally have a better board. You're making fewer mistakes. All right, this is CN TOC 9 regionals.
因为那个大家的积分出来了之后，就有选手会往这些大城邦去了，要拼一把。是。对。一般来说，他选城邦还是偏向于自己擅长的，但是其实比赛。All right, here we go. Game number 1, 2-star champion. 2-star champion.
Man, I'm getting more dogged again.
Say Jeezy, thank you for the 8 months. Oh wow, they actually redid their toolbar at the top. They even have like a timer and everything. Like, kind of crazy, kind of crazy. I will say one thing. If you're at around like the 1100, 1200 challenger town, it usually has a little bit more about what units you're holding and the gold that you're making more than anything else. Like a lot of your stage 1 and 2 might have to be looked at if it's a early game. That ends up being like a big thing that separates a lot of players at around the elo that you're at. That granular of stuff. I wouldn't look at like the augments necessarily. Like sometimes you can like debate about augments for a while, but I would say my tip to you would be that if you're struggling with the early game, have a bunch of people. If you have other people who are high elo, look at your stage 1, stage 2, and ask them like what they would keep and like what they would throw away, and if you would make econ, things like that. And without you, of course, influencing decision, and see what they say. That ends up being like a big part of VOD review. All right, we got Pilfer. We got 2 category 5s, Witchy Wallop, Worth the Wait. We got a Pilfer. Okay, Worth the Wait. Curious what this guy's got. Pilfer. We got some good players today. Ice, of course, being one of the big ones. Rouye, RY, is also a really strong player. You got HN today. I don't know who Winter is. We got Chi2. Got BBY. All have established players in China. And, of course, we'll see if they still play or if China bans them all, you know, because of the whole drama. It's maintenance in Asia now. I wonder how the meta will shape up. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty sure the meta is gonna be very similar. I think people who hope that like Callista is gonna be like significantly worse are probably gonna be disappointed. I think people who expect Jinx to be like really good are probably correct. I mean, they nerfed Arcana Varus without any compensation. I mean, Akali's a little better, I guess. Maybe Ari and Eldritch are better. Those are things I'm gonna try out, I guess, on the new patch. But for the most part, we'll have to just experiment and see. All right, this is game 1 of 5. This is 2-star champion, or upgrade champion rather. Vertical Pyro still sucks? I don't think so, actually. I actually maybe am starting to believe that Vertical Pyro is underrated. Rather, 5 Pyro is underrated. Specifically on Varus. If you play like the Varus line and you get a Pyro emblem either on Smolder or Briar, but most likely Briar because you kind of have the shapeshifter with Nasus. That seems to be preferred over Smolder. Okay, we got worth the wait on Ziggs. So it looks like it's 2 Ziggs 2s. So it should be Ziggs worth the wait. Wow! Oh my god! Poppy 3 at 2.5. Okay. Also, this guy's heart rate is 104. 100. Only in. The destined enemy. The destined enemy of what's his name? Junga. Wait, how many people are rerolling 1 cost in this lobby? We got Jax, Ashe. We got Ziggs worth the wait. We got Poppy. How many 1 cost rerolls are in this lobby? I feel like half the people in this lobby are 1 cost reroll. And I link my LOL chess review after this game. Do you have channel points? If you redeem it in channel points, I will honor it. I guess you play 4 Blaster Varus variant. That's true. They did get buff 4 Blaster. So maybe it's not. Maybe it's 4 Blaster and you play Varus, Smolder, Rumble +1. I'll have to think about it. Maybe you play like Hui and you play some Frost shenanigans. I don't even know how that ties in. Like Warwick. Oh, is it just Vanguard 4 Blaster? 4 Vanguard 4 Blaster and you just play Varus now? It might be. And they buff Warwick too. So this guy is Jinx. He has the Wukong on the bench. We have 2 people probably contesting that. They also redid their overlay. It looks way more flat. Like dark graphics, not a lot of like 3D fancy numbers. Are they allowed to use programs like Meta TFT? No, they're not. No, they're actually playing all in studio. If you actually see right here, they're all in studio. This guy is Ice. Ice is a high APM Fast 9 player. Reminds me a lot of like Setsuko in terms of like you put him in a position with amazing amount of econ, he gets to 9, he will close out the game. Very, very strong player in that regard. This is Missed Connections. Oh no, he got Assemble. That's actually so high roll. Oh my gosh. He has Ashe 3 already and he has double bow. What if this guy gets category 5? Just makes red buff Ashe. Okay, just like anti-heal. So he's actually playing Jax primary with cast. Dude, what the heck is this? He has 8 Jax, 9 Ashes, and he's at 51 gold. What? I kind of miss the Fire and Ice comp with Varus, Diana, Olaf. Yeah, they did buff Frost. Maybe you can try some of that. Oh, we got Prismatic. You got Prismatic. Multi-Shakers took Tiny but Deadly. We got What the Forge. We got What the Forge over here on this side. Pay attention to that. Blaster +1 buried treasures or Freaky Friday? I mean, Blaster +1 in general is a lot weaker. I would probably if he is playing blasters, I'd probably just take buried treasures. Oh, he's not. He's double down to Callista. Okay, we got mages. Worth the wait took Spellcaster Toolbox for the Ziggs. Very impressive. Can we show what the Forge player? I want to see what the Jinx got. What the Forge into Jinx has really powerful items. You got Innervating Locket. You got Forbidden Idol for Wukong. The Wombo combo, Eternal Winter. You can go on Jinx. You can go Gold Collector, Rapid Fire Cannon. Okay, this guy makes red buff. All into Rage Blade. Oh, he's very Prowler's Claw. Oh wait, he's not Jinx. Never mind. He was just holding Jinx. Prowler's Claw, DFG, Ludens, and Wits End. Okay. Radiant Runons with Radiant Refactor. Wow. Runins, Radiant Runins. What's even happening, man? Everyone's backline is just getting sprayed down. What happens if Beppo reports all the winners of the tournament? Do they need to remake regionals? It's like too late. There's like no way Riot China can actually like ban everyone after the tournament starts. Like, what a way to destabilize the entire scene and just make it an entire. They're just making an example of Xunge. That's it. They're just making an example out of him, and just being like, yeah, from now on, don't do stuff like this. Like, it wouldn't surprise me if they just buried their head in the sand and just said, yeah, all these other people got away with it, but you didn't. Tough luck. And yeah, just don't do it again. And then what's Xunge gonna do? Quit TFT in protest? No. You just have to play and just like be mad about it. Which I think he has a lot of right to be mad about it personally. I would be mad if I was Xunge. I think he got the raw end of the deal. This is the downside of this Wukong positioning. If you do have Wukong just as solo frontline, you always want Jinx to be like here because this side is always gonna get flanked. Like always. that like the importance of having Olaf to like intercept is a really big deal. Just as a small note, if you ever have like true solo frontline, always try to like hang in this area with your carry because it's much harder for them to wrap on this side than the other side. What did Xunge do? He played on a North American player's account who was actually climbing for snapshots. So it's like technically messing with competitive integrity. Hey guys, do Radiant items work with item augments? Do Radiant items work with item augments? They should, yes. So if you have category 5 and you have Radiant Runins, it should work. If you have Bramble Vest and Thornplate Armor, it should work. Unleash the Beast with Static Gauge, yes. Oh, he doubled down into Gwen. He actually pivoted out. He's going to Rise Warriors. Okay. Rise Warriors. Rise Warriors. Vow, Last Whisper, Runins. Looking for Rod. Looking for defensive items. No, triple Runins. You know what? I think I might even go for it. Triple Runins. Oh my god. Contested Jinx. It's Jinx 3. 100 HP. Eternal Winter. Rakan 2. Rise. What the Forge Rise, huh? I wonder what he's rolling for. I guess he's looking for Rise 2, but like Rise 2 with no items. This is 7 Ziggs on the bench. So we're at 16. 29 minus 27 minus 16. 11 turns away. Which means 6 per turn. So he's going to get the end of stage 5. Oh. We're going to see Ziggs 4 stage 5. Wow, he's got the Exodia setup. He's practicing for the next match? Who? Oh, Xunge? Yeah. He was practicing because the B patch wasn't out on China. We got Portable Forge for popping the bottom right. Inspiring Epitaph for the multi-strikers. He still has. Hold on a second. This guy still has his heroic grab bag. He still has his heroic grab bag, and he has Jax 3 and Ash 3. I wonder if he's gonna use that for Hecarim instead of like casting him, because he's itemizing Jax Ash instead. He took Portable Forge into what? What the? Oh, he's playing Varus. He's playing category 5 into Varus. Because he missed? He missed on, like, the other guy has Jinx 3. What the heck? This guy, what is this guy's heart rate? What is this guy's heart rate? He's at 135. This guy doesn't need a Varus 2. This guy needs a paramedic. What is going on here? Ezreal 2. Oh, we got Prowler's Call, Poppy. Do I have the highest quality, I think? I do. They have heart rate monitors? Yeah, I actually like it a lot. I think it's kind of exciting. I mean, it's just like a nice little way for you to connect to the intensity of the match. Like this guy, 92. This guy, 92 chilling, 110. 98. And then you have Ice at 130. This dude is straight up running a marathon. Poppy with Prowler's Call, by the way, is very, very good. Very, very good. That is an insane hit. It's one of her best artifacts alongside Silvermere Dawn. Okay, Wit's End, DFG, Ludens. Look very good. Winter Sea at 1 HP, though. Xerath and Smolder, does anybody need that? I think the Blaster player... Who's the Blaster player? Blaster player is Ice. Ice is in... 5th at the moment. Ice also took Duo Q, so I wonder what he was looking for specifically. Why is everyone hooked up to a heart rate monitor? Because they want to see their pulse, because they think it's fun. It's fun to see, like, players under pressure. That's, like, what competition is. This guy's going for Ezreal 3. I see. He's going category 5 Ezreal 3. He's one off. I mean, because we don't have, because robots aren't playing TFT. I think it's fun. Why aren't half the players banned yet? I don't know. You guys probably know that I'm very much against a lot of what's happening with the account sharing stuff, but I'm pretty sure they're not going to ban more CM players, nor do I think they should. I think banning more CM players is like gonna make regionals like completely a joke, but maybe that's the can of worms they've opened up. I think right now what Riot China should do is just basically bite the bullet and just like keep going and just saying like, okay, sure, incidentally in the past people have done a lot of bad stuff. Oh my god, Poppy just one shot. What the heck was that? Hold on. Poppy just casts. What? Do you see that? What was that? She just like instantly TP'd and flash stepped everybody in the back. My god. Like she casts and then dead. Why are people getting banned? I made a video about it on YouTube. I'll link it to you if you want to see it. YouTube.com/Frodan2. It's the first video. Previous TFT World Champion banned for account sharing. Too much TFT drama. Too much TFT drama. You got Tarek 2. TG. Okay. Oh, we hit Ezreal 3. Okay. Ice's heart rate is now dropping. He was in the 130s. Now he's approaching the 110s. Oh, Poppy's dead. Poppy's dead. Whoa. Okay. Okay, Ezreal 3. Oh no, it's climbing back to 130. The excitement is back. Unban Setsuko. He's gonna get unbanned in like a few weeks. Just relax. Yeah, he'll be unbanned in a few weeks. He actually should thank Riot for the vacation. He has a lot of time to restore his mental. Oh, frontlines is Olaf, dead center. Yumi on Jinx. Hecarim 3. Hecarim 3, Jax 3, Ashe 3. Oh my god. Jinx is murdering everything. How do you get 6 blasters? He got to smolder off the carousel. I think he got to smolder off carousel. Wait, he sold all his Ziggs. He sold all of his Ziggs. No, dude, he would have Ziggs 4 in like 2 turns. Come on, man. He sold all of his Ziggs. Is Tiny but Deadly like Ziggs 4 diff. Ziggs 4 diff. Why are they all playing Hurricane? There's an augment they have category 5 that's making them play a lot of Hurricanes. Okay, Ice hanging in there. He's got IE for his smolder. So we have the multi-check reroll, we got Ziggs reroll, we got Jinx reroll. A lot of reroll in this lobby. He's also frontlining his Ezreal. Interesting. And then like, okay, no, was he just doing that for that fight? He's playing Tom Kench 1. Oh yeah, we have Poppy 3 with Prowler's Claw. Yowza, 6 Bastion, 4 Arcana. Charming Hecarim, by the way. Charming Hecarim, not Charming Xerath or anything else. Dude, our front line is Tom Kench 2 and a Naked Rumble with RE1 slightly in front. We're on the wrong side, angle-wise. Oh no, Ezreal, what was that? Is Ezreal straight trolling? What was that? Oh my god. Ezreal just he just like straight up whiffed. Poppy cleaned up backline. Diamond lobbies are so sweaty. I finished 7th with Morgana 2, Smolder 2, and Briar 2. I mean, I don't... if you have Smolder 2, Briar 2, and Morgana 2... Like, were you playing Shapes? Were you playing 3 Dragons? Did you have items on them? If you're not winning with that board, then you might have made some crucial missteps. Because I would, if I had Smolder 2, Briar 2, I'm not going 7th, man. So Rise is dead. What the Forge Rise? So we got Ziggs, multis, and Poppy in the top 3. Oh no, Ziggs died. Ziggs died in 4th. I mean, that's probably fine then. Jinx, yeah. 66 HP. I mean, he hit Jinx 3 at the beginning of stage 4. Insane board. Takes Morello just for anti-heal. Now he has everything completed. 3 preservers, and the hunters. I mean, he should win this game. I'm impressed by this Witchy Wild Poppy though. 6 Bastion, 4 Arcana, 0-2. Prowler's Call Poppy. I mean, he got the nuts. He got the nuts. GS. Getting like red buff someone else. Oh, GS is Diana. I see. Oh, and he doesn't want... Okay, so he red buffs Ari because the Shroud. Interesting. Oh! Is this Zerath ever gonna cast? Is this Zerath ever gonna cast? Oh, no, too late! Ouch. Ouch. That Shroud... What is this? A KO graphic? Okay. I've played BIS with the full 2-star shape board and still lost. Sometimes it just be like that. If you have BIS, full 2-star shapeshifters, you should win the game. Maybe it's a charm diff. Sometimes, or somebody has like 9 fairs, something like that. It do sometimes be like that. In TFT, there's no such thing as a 100% win rate in every situation. Assuming a normal standard board. If you're talking about like, you know, 10 mages, 10 eldritch type stuff, then like you probably have like a very close to 100% win rate. But in a usual standard board, like a non-prismatic, non-chase trade situation, non-3-star legendary. Shroud on the right side of the Jinx, actually stopping it. I wonder if you want to Shroud the front line, because I think stopping the Wukong from shielding is actually big as well. Ziggs on the wrong side. Ziggs aiming top left. I mean, Ziggs with the top 2 is really good. I thought Ziggs went out in 4th, but it went out in 2nd. So the way he plays Ziggs, 4 Arcana, 3 Honey. I just had a Shapes game where I literally get a single bow and I placed 2nd. Nice, congratulations. Congratulations. You know what? Actually, never mind. Yesterday, when I was low rolling, all I kept seeing in chat was, yeah, but it was like average variance. It wasn't even that unlucky. When people are going to come in here and tell me about their low roll beats, yeah, I'm over it. You know what? You weren't even that unlucky. Out average variance. Better luck next time. Oh, the Ziggs? Ooh. All right, Jinx cleans it up. I mean, that was just too much momentum. Bro, you know Chitu just, I think his girlfriend just had a baby. So he's now a father as well. But apparently what he did in set 11 was, I think in set 11 he uploaded a video about everything he didn't like about set 11. And like I remember because the video came out as his girlfriend was in the hospital, and I thought, it's not true, but I thought that he was literally pausing, like not going to the hospital to see the birth of his child to complain about TFT. But it was a pre-recorded video. I misunderstood the context of it. I thought that was pretty funny. Ziggs 4 diff. I mean, it's okay. 2nd is actually really good for Ziggs. You don't really expect to win very much with it. Oh, wow. That's a huge Pengu. What the heck? It's like a life-size chunk. Cool stage. Alright, let's go into game 2. Let's go into game 2. Game number 2. Oh my god, trainer Golems. All right, what do we have? We have Frost, Chrono, and Shapeshifter. We got Mage, Warrior, and Multis. We got Mage, Chrono, and Preserver. Wow. Wow. Okay. Yeah, like the mate. Yeah, all right. Not bad. Wow, Arcana, Blaster, and Bastion. Pretty good. Hunter, Shapeshifter, Witchcraft. Also very good. Also very good. Okay, this guy's going 8th. Shapeshifter, Incanter, Multi-Striker.
Man, I'm getting more dogged again.
Like, what are you even doing with that? You got this thing for 12 months. Can we have this poor removed, please? It's not fun. I disagree. I think a lot of people think it's very fun. If it's not fun, people wouldn't stand on it. So I think people are having a lot of fun with it. I think Romantic Rascal, I think you need a break from the game. Worst set ever. Can we just remove the fun stuff? My opponents are all high rolling. Oh, wait, that wasn't you. This is Rope Dart Lol. I gotta say, this is my least favorite set. Took a break for a month to repair my mental, and now there's only like 4 comps to play. It's always Shape, Rise, Witchcraft, or Mage reroll. Oh, if this is your least favorite set because there's 4 viable comps, and that's not even true.
I'm getting more dogged again.
You're probably gonna dislike future. Like you probably think like 10 other sets are the worst sets of all time. The MVP, thank you for tier 1. It's the 3rd most picked portal, so I don't think removal's happening anytime soon. Yeah, like listen, it's just it's a lot of players in TFT want to have fun. And they're just gonna stand on trainer golems, so you could do either one of 2 things. You could either adapt to what's happening, like try your best to play for replacements with what you can get, because you're not gonna low roll every single trainer golem. Like you aren't gonna low roll your trainer golems. Maybe you don't find it very fun, but a lot of other people do, so it is what it is. But it's gonna stick around. Or 2, just I don't know, like just take your 8th and humbly go to next game. You can't get mental boom just because it's trainer golems. Like you have to understand that TFT is much more than just about picking the right augments and the right units and the right board choices, right? In TFT, it's also testing your mental resilience. And if you're so fragile that like, you know, you're like when trainer golem, when 2 words show up on the screen, trainer golems, and you're just mentally defeated, then you're never gonna climb. Like if you mental boom because all you see is trainer golems on your screen before even seeing your golem. You know what I could also say? You know what I could also say to the person that says there's only 4 comps that exist in the game? Trainer golems is one of the portals where you get to play all kinds of stuff that doesn't exist. You get to play like comps that literally are just made up. Like you get to play like 8 Witchcraft, 8 Shapeshifter games. Like that's cool. So cook a little bit. Every day you open up the kitchen pantry and you eat peanut butter and jelly, but guess what? Mama forgot to restock the jelly. Maybe you put a little banana in it this time. Maybe you I don't know what else is good with peanut butter. Maybe you break up a little chocolate bar. I don't know. Do something. And I promise you, not only will you grow as a TFT player if you just stop complaining about like people voting on the portals you don't like and you lock in. I promise that you not only improve as a player, but you'll also grow as a human. I know that sounds extreme, but I think it will. If you can just mentally lock in and be resilient, develop mental toughness, you will make leaps as a human, as a person. Just peanut butter. Yeah, I guess maybe. I can confirm. I went first with 8 Bastion Pillar Flame on Trainer Golems. That's awesome. Like when are you going to be able to do something like that again? Probably not, right? Trainer Golem unlocks all different kinds of new and innovative things. Now, sometimes the game is just completely bullshit and you get this. Okay, I feel bad for this guy. This guy, multi shapeshifter incanter. Like, I mean, this guy's going 8th. Yeah, and sometimes it is what it is. But for the other 7 people, they're having the time of their lives, man. Mage, Preserver, Chrono.
Man, I'm getting more dogged again.
Hunter and shapeshifter. To which we say, better him than me. I fear I thank you for the prime. I like having control. When I lose control, I freak out. That's what I'm saying. You have an opportunity for growth and development. It's okay to let Jesus take the wheel, or let Mortdog take the wheel. Whoever else you pray to. This guy has Fairy, Preserver, and Blaster. It's pretty good for the early game for the Callista player. I think it shouldn't be available in competitive. It's too much RNG. You know, the thing is, players don't have to vote for it in competitive. Also, do you know that competitive players vote for stuff like Prismatic Party and Trainer Golems more than casual players? According to Mortdog's tweet. Like, Riot has the receipts. Justin, thanks so much. Riot has the receipts. Mortdog tweeted that it's more popular at high elo than low elo. Just think about that for a second. These people who say, like, it shouldn't be in competitive, you guys are the one voting for it the most. You guys are voting for it the most. Like, like, so what is Riot supposed to do? Listen to the 5 people who are just miserable, but the vast majority of people who are voting for it? Like, what is Riot supposed to do? I vote Trainer literally all the times it appears. Yeah, I vote for it too. I vote for Loot Subscription. I vote for Prismatic Party, Crab Rave. Trainer Golem's a specific case. It's one of the portals where you sometimes can't do anything. Prismatic Party is fun. I mean, you're not wrong, but I think people think Trainer Golems is fun because sometimes on Prismatic Party, you just get Prismatic gapped. That's not fun. You guys remember the times when your opponent's high roll and you low roll? And so you're like, man, I hate that portal. But in reality, deep down inside, you guys all love Trainer Golems. Like, deep down inside. If you guys search your souls... Oh, restart mission, top right. Restart mission into Hui 2 Zillion 2 with Frost. Do you think after the nerfs, Rumble Hero Augment is still going to be ridiculous? Did Rumble Hero Augment get nerfed? Oh, they nerfed Rumble. They nerfed Rumble. I don't even think Rumble's Hero Augment is that good right now. I actually think it's kind of mid. It's like it has like a curve. Its curve drop off is actually really steep. It stops winning in early stage 4, which is really bad. You want it to last until the end of stage 4. Peak too early. You peak too early. Like EU and TFT, they peaked too early. It's fun sometimes, but it's true if you get on a tournament, it can feel very demotivating. Oh yeah, I mean, like, listen, I get it, man. I get it. In tournament, it feels like people don't even want to play TFT. They just want to gamble. I totally get that. You're 100% right. 100%. I mean, I agree. I'm not gonna stand on Trainer Golems in tournaments for sure. And I'm just an onlooker. I'm just a guy who sits here and just yaps and then draws like XD on screen. You know, this is me. I'm having fun. For me, watching people pick Trainer Golems is way more fun than playing it. I totally get the pain. 100%. But you guys are monkeys on typewriters, playing for our amusement. None of this exists unless we're having fun. So, you guys are here to dance for us. Sorry, Travis. Humanity has peace, true or false. You know, I used to think that as well. In my 20s, I used to think that it's better, like we are living in the best era because pretty soon no privacy is going to exist. Pretty soon, right? Like everything is going to be so like artificial and optimized. Relationships, are they even real anymore, or are you just using AI girlfriends and boyfriends and partners to like teach you everything? Like, do you actually have a teacher, or do you have Chat GPT? You know, like are all your friends just people that you meet through Discord? Like you know, all different kind of questions about like the future. And also like, are we just gonna kill each other because like the world is going to shit and everyone's just blowing each other up, and now somehow it's turned into like a bunch of people just spewing hate all the time. Like, I'm just so disappointed in the state of like Twitch streamers where they just literally say extreme like genocidal like pro-genocidal things. It's like so disgusting to me. Anyways, I used to have a lot of like, I used to lose faith in humans and think like, oh man, we're so cooked. But I promise you, the new generation of young kids, I think they get it, man. I think they get it. Like the Generation Alpha, like what I'm talking about, not the Gen Zers. You guys are cooked. You guys got released with TikTok. It's over. But the kids below them, like the 7-year-old and below kids, like I think so highly of them. I think so highly of them. I think they're gonna save it. Gen Z, you guys are fucked. Sorry, but like the my kids, I truly believe in them. Maybe it's because I'm a dad now, but just some of the stuff that I see young kids doing at such a young age now, because they're like learning technology and like they understand the dangers of certain things, and like these like 9-year-olds who are doing incredible things in science already. I'm just like, my God, we actually might not be doomed. Might not be doomed anymore. Skibbity toilet will save the world. No, that's Gen Z, man. That's Gen Z. The memes that we haven't even seen yet. So I used to think we were doomed, but you know what? I'm choosing to be optimistic now. Rope, thank you for the prime, and Hobo Dude, welcome back. 22 months. Appreciate it. Thank you, Rope. I actually agree. I teach private music lessons, and man, a lot of them give me hope for the future. Yes. I actually think there's so many young kids who are so bright, and like our generation understands that like parenting wasn't perfect, and so we're doing our best, but we're not that good. So like, but we're doing our best to impart it, and so like it'll just take some time, right? Like now we're at the phase of life where like therapy is not just like a stigmatized thing. We can kind of get ourselves emotionally on track, and so some of us, like I said, we're cooked, but like we're doing our best to course correct, and like hopefully everything paves way for the new generation. I sort of like for the first time in a while, I'm kind of envious of youth. I used to think I was like, it's fine, man. I'm living my life. Maybe like Children of Men movie happens, and just like, you know, the world just stops having kids. The birth rate's declining everywhere, right? Korea's like giving money to people to have kids.
Man, I'm getting more dark again.
But optimism is seeping back into my soul. It's seeping back into my soul, slowly but surely. It's like a drip feed. Okay, Fairy Guy instantly takes Royal Guard. Reinforcement for the Jinx player? Did I see that correctly? Reinforcement in Jinx? That can't be right. I must have missaw. Wait, I think he did. Is that reinforcement in Jinx? Is it for like the Olaf too? Rolling for Callista. Finds Milio. He's holding like 5 Tristanas. Is it for Olaf? I mean, maybe that's something that I'm missing. Steve, thank you for 17. Quicksilver over Last Whisper. I think people in general, like Quicksilver is becoming more and more of important tech on Jinx. They'd rather not have armor reduction, and they would like build Quicksilver. I've even seen Quicksilver first item slam. Just something to think about. I think maybe it's because they see Quicksilver being such good delta on Jinx, and if you like go like Runins Rage Blade, like the best item by far on Jinx is like Quicksilver. More and more people are exploring it because the way you position, you just get wrecked so much by like Tahm Kench. 2 Arcana emblems. That's a people clap. Oh no! The Jinx player took Inspiring Epitaph. Okay. 6 Hunter Inspiring Epitaph. Actually, this Golem is so good for hunters because this Golem ends up giving you frontline that you don't have otherwise. The thing about Jinx with that without Quicksilver is that if she casts and then she gets like CC'd, you lose like a big part of her power. When did NA regionals happen in 2 weeks from now? Not this weekend, but the weekend after. Ideal board for Blight Jewel Karma. I mean, ideal board is 6 Chrono, but you're probably not gonna get that. So more oftentimes you just play Preservers. Preservers and 5 cost. Not even the Warriors. In the ideal board, you go instead of playing Fiora Gwen, you'd rather play Briar, Morgana, Diana. But like that's just so impractical. You can't get there very often. Shapeshifter and Cantor guy. 23. You know what? This guy might not go 8th. with his dummy right here. With dummy, he might not go 8th. That's impressive. He's going Cassio, Shyvana reroll. Wait, I'm right. He did take Reinforcement Jinx. Chi 2 with Reinforcement Jinx. I see. So he believes that Olaf 2 is that important. I think he's about to die with Reinforcement not procced. Oh my gosh. Is CN Regionals the only regionals playing on a different patch than Worlds? Maybe. Like after today they're still gonna be playing on old patch. I don't know if you guys want to watch China Regionals after today because they're gonna be playing on the same patch as the past couple weeks. But next week I think they're gonna play on 21. But they're playing on 20 for today. Because obviously 21's not out. And 21 just came out. I think 21 might even be out on OC right now. Zonya's JG Quicksilver. Oh my god. Wait, it happened. He died? He died without proccing Reinforcement. He went 1st and then 8th. Oh my god. Oh wait, he didn't go 8th. He went 7th. Well, the guy who said I knew he was going 8th because of his dummy. Unfortunate. So now that he died, Honglian can roll for the Jinxes and the Wukongs. That makes sense. Looking for an Olaf item. He has Glove. You can go TG, Hodge. Is Thieves Clothes better? He also has a duplicator, by the way. Is Thieves Clothes better than 3rd item Olaf? It might be. He's only playing Olaf 1. I mean, and Hodge is like... You don't really need like Bloodthirster and Hodge nearly as much on Olaf as we initially thought because he has built-in Omnivamp. And you just kind of want him to like burst. It's more important for him to burst than to actually get like Omnivamp. Like first item that you would build on Olaf these days is like actually, oh my gosh, it's actually like offensive. At least in the data, that's what it points out to you. It's not like Omnivamp is bad on Olaf. It's just like if you're getting so much hunter damage, you just want him to actually finish kills. Thoughts on 21? I don't like World's Patch being that reroll heavy. Oh yeah, I think it's gonna be pretty reroll heavy. I wish they buffed the 4 cost. I think I watched China and APAC, and Varus is definitely is definitely more playable than I thought, but I still think he's a little bit weak, and I still think the Warriors are a little bit weak. I think that they could have also changed a couple of augments as well. Like I think that they overswung on some prismatic augments, like the crowns and stuff like that. It's a smaller patch than I wanted it to be. Basically, is what is what I'm trying to say. I think it could have been a better patch, but I think Mortdog said that like he was busy with traveling and like the task for the final patch was on him. When it I mean, and I'm just gonna defend Mortdog here. It really shouldn't be, but like he's stepping up to try and help out for the last patch. What's happening is like Mortdog stepping up because everyone else is looking forward to set 13, and he's like, yeah, don't worry, I'll like try to help and take care of this. And like I think they could have done more. It's not a bad patch, but I think it's like a suboptimal patch personally. No compensation buff for Karma feels weird. Oh yeah, they just like nerfed Chrono, they nerfed Arcana, they nerfed and they buffed a bunch of like weaker stuff. They buffed Eldritch. I guess that's not reroll, but that's just vertical. Brian, I love your strams. Thank you, Dujo. Frost +1. Isn't there a Frost player? Oh no, that's the Hunter player. Can't wait for Callista to win Worlds. You know what? I don't even think Callista's going to win Worlds. I actually think it's going to be like a reroll comp or a vertical. I actually would be very surprised if Callista wins. Like, Callista is very good, but I also think people overrate how often she wins. Like, Callista is bullshit, but yeah. Would you like to wager on that? Well, yeah, sure. What are the terms? I mean, I should get favorable turns as well, by the way, since you're so convinced that's gonna happen. Jinx 3 finally. Kate. Also, for what it's worth, when's the last time we saw a reroll comp win the world championship? Set 11 was won by, I guess if you define Nautilus 3 and Annie 3 as reroll, 4 costs. Set 10 was won by Heartsteel with Malala. Set 9 was won by Vertical Demacia. Set 8 was won by Spellslingers by Replay. Set 7 was won by Shimmer Scale, which was a 3-star legendary by Shunga. Set 6 was won by Lilo, who played 8 Bodyguard. Set 5 was won by Hwanmei, who played Reroll Legionnaire. Okay, so yeah, but it was an off-meta Legionnaire. So it was like the equivalent would be like winning this set with look up a 3 cost that no one plays for rerolls. It would be the equivalent of winning with Pillar of Flame Shen, and I'm not even exaggerating. It'd be if someone wins the world championship with Pillar of Flame Shen, isn't that kind of cool? No one played Legionnaire in Italy at all. In that world, that was the first time it was played all tournament long, and he wins the world championship with it. I think that's pretty cool. So it's like, and we haven't had actually a reroll comp win worlds in 3 years. I think it's okay. I think it's okay. Thank God, by the way, we stopped at set 5 because my memory actually faded there. I don't know what won set 4 worlds. 8 lane jaywalking. What did he even play? Did he play? Did he play Kale?
日月这边也是凭借着法师这套阵容啊，三星的威古斯开出来之后，确实带走了阿成。但红莲这波是输，应该是输给了 Winner C 了。
I miss set 1. Set 1 was legitimately one of the worst sets of all time. Like, if we went back and played set 1 for like extended period of time for ranked, you guys would just think Riot was the worst dev team ever. Like, how could they think all these designs are good? Set 1 has so many bad designs. So many bad designs. It's actually wild. They have... You build a Dragon's Claw, and you literally take no magic damage anymore. Like, this Veigar that's so oppressive, guess what? You build D-Claw, he doesn't kill anything anymore. You're just literally immune to magic. Your Shyvana 2 can literally never take any magic damage from Veigar. Like, what do you mean? I missed set 1. Like, what do you mean? The dragon trait just literally said you do not take magic damage anymore. and now you guys complain if an augment is 4.8. Get real. Oh, Veigar on the Callista. I mean, who wants to wager Callista's gonna win World Championship for real though? Like, I'm pretty sure she's not. Pretty sure she's not. I missed the dragon set. There you go. There you go. I'm pretty sure this set, my take on set 12 is that you guys will remember it very similarly to set 3, where the mechanic was great, but the balance was pretty bad. But like in hindsight, everyone kind of really liked a lot of aspects of that set. Because a lot of people remember set 3 fondly, but that just tells me that you guys don't remember the balance. Because set 3 balance was also really terrible. Listo won 3 of the 5 games you were watching. Casper, why are you spoiling, man? $10-minute timeouts, man. There's just general rules that you don't do, man. Comes at, like, bro, like, I'm never watching Arcane with this Casper guy. He's just gonna yell the ending into the movie theater. Is the balance really that bad outside from the Syndra patch? This set, it's not okay. The balance isn't that bad, but let's just say like the bar is here, which is like good balance, and like the bar is here for bad balance. Set 12's balance is like here. But it's been here like but the thing is, it's only been like in this range all set. I don't think we've ever had like a good balance patch, really. I mean, we kind of maybe did like maybe 2 patches ago, but like we've never really had like. And the thing is, the fundamentals for the set, like if the balance was like anywhere here, set 12 would already be like a top 3 set of all time. If the balance was like anywhere here, this like like set 12 would be like the best set of all time, but like it's just not. So that's what I think. That's what's disappointing about it more than anything. Balance is like okay in set 12. Nothing amazing. Going on ad break. BRB. Gold opener for game 3. Regionals is not this weekend, but the weekend after. Is there a set you would consider good, but maybe parts of a set? Yeah, like I think set 9 was like that. I would say parts of some of the other mid sets. Like I think 5.5 is underrated. I think 8.5 is an underrated set. I mean, but still, my favorite sets are set 10 and set 6. I miss Heartsteel, man. Chorus, thank you for the 2 months. I miss Heartsteel. The units are boring in set 12. I mean, that's personal preference. I don't think the units are boring in set 12. I don't think all of them are. I think some are very exciting, actually. Okay, silvers to start things off. I'm also gonna... Okay, it's all silvers to start things off. Let me actually talk about this before we go into it. We have over encumbered. We got branching out. 2 branching outs. 3 branching outs, I think. Or maybe one of them is iron assets, maybe. Branching out to Honeymancy. With Kog'Maw pair, is he going to go into Honey? I feel like I would reforge this. I'm not that big a fan of Honey. Archangel Slam first item. Oh, he's got multis. Okay, he actually would slam Archangels over Hodge. I think it's because he wants Quicksilver. Okay. That makes sense. My favorite set was set 4. It was far from perfect. I enjoyed Chosen's as a new mechanic, and I appreciate them going outside of their box. I think I like Chosen's better than Headliners as a mechanic, because I feel like for how new it was and how interesting it was, Chosen was much better, but also Chosen was pretty problematic, and still will be. Anybody who's like, man, Chosen should come back, I mean, it's just such a deeply problematic mechanic in the game, but like set 10 revealed that a little bit. Camille is the most disappointing 5 cost they've made. I hate Smolder more. I hate Smolder way more than I hate Camille. Camille's okay. She's definitely not that interesting, but I hate Smolder, man. Charms are the worst. I disagree. We'll just have to agree to disagree. I think Charms are great. I love Charms. Actually, I'm going to go on a limb and say that if they bring back Charms as a mechanic, I wouldn't be upset about that. Okay, he probably is going to keep Honey because he has Last Whisper and like he can try to like 80 items. He can just lean into Kog'Maw. Okay, everyone's favorite set in TFT has had major flaws. I can make any set look really bad. There's a lot of people who like are very nostalgic for like the days of yore. They think back about like what happened to TFT. What happened to TFT? I'm reading Reddit comments where they're like, I'm playing set 5 revival and like what happened to TFT, man? 5 costs used to do everything, and positioning matters. Like I don't know, I don't know where to begin. Set 5 had extremely problematic legendaries. It was some of the worst designs in units and traits that we've had. And there's like a lot of bad things about Set 5. I can't believe you're using that as an example. There's streamers who are like, yeah, like what happened to TFT back then? You used to be able to like flex and play all this stuff. No matter what is your favorite set, I could poke so many holes and come to the conclusion that it is arguably the worst set of all time, except for maybe like 6. No matter what you guys pick, I could just poke so many holes in it because you guys only remember what you like, and you somehow conveniently forget what was disliked heavily by many other people. And set 12 is the same thing. There's people who say set 12 is the worst set ever. Charms are awful, right? Like charms are the worst mechanic ever. And like that's how you feel right now. I'm not saying you're not allowed to feel the emotions that's going through you. But I just don't take those opinions very seriously because set 12 may not be the best set ever. It's definitely not, in my opinion. But it's definitely far from the worst set of all time. It's like this. It started off as I put it as a B+ with potential to go as high as like S-, but it's probably gonna end up at like a B- for me. Like right now, its trajectory is like a B-, maybe just a B. Actually, no, wait. I think I technically put it in A tier when I was ranking the sets. Over encumbered. not slamming any items, trying to. He did win his previous round, so if you guys don't know, they put like the players history, so you see like who they beat, and he won his previous match. It might be a little hard to notice at first when you're taking a look at it. Oh, multi-striker Zoe, huh? Kind of goes crazy. For his said all sets are terrible. I'm saying I can make all sets look terrible. Remember, okay, like in set 4 has War Week. It has the Chosen Lottery. And if you're talking about imbalanced stuff, there was so many imbalanced things about set 4. But that's a lot of people think set 4 is some of their favorite sets of favorite moments ever in TFT. And they even use set 4 as like a pinnacle of like flex play, which couldn't be farther from the truth, in my opinion. Wow, what? Bow. This guy just has 4 bow. Yeah, the Enlightened Town meta, the Keepers meta in set 4 was really problematic. Some people may say set 3. Set 3 had literally the most broken comp of all time. The most broken, statistically, the most broken comp of all time. It averaged a 3.2. All you had to do was get to find one gangplank, a single gangplank, and it would nuke your entire board. You would get a single gangplank, you would cast one time, and your entire board died. It was such a standard, like it was such a powerful comp. Like I don't think any comp has reached its peak before. Silver. And then we somewhat replicated that in set 6 when all you had to do restart mission. Oh, we got Eldritch Warriors? Oh, he doesn't have an Eldritch unit here. We somehow almost replicated that in set 6 with Kaisa. When all you had to do was find a single Kaisa and Guardian Angels Morello, and she would just kill everything on the board. It did not matter. You just had Kaisa. You just watched her AFK kill everything. Woo! Peak TFT. Set 6. Pog. My God. Or better yet, when you would just literally click every innovator. You would click every innovator, and you would have Innovator Dragon on stage 3, which was basically the equivalent of having like 10 Eldritch. Okay, probably not, but it was so broken that you would basically have the equivalent of like 10 Eldritch as 70% power in stage 3. It was like set 6 was so imbalanced, you guys. It was so imbalanced because it would give you +2 on all the augments, and you couldn't even reroll your augments. You were just fucked. You talk about lack of agency. You talk about trainer golems. I have no agency. Your augments were very random, and you didn't get reroll. So if you just had to take what you get to take, you got augment screwed every game, every other game. It was just like, well, I just have terrible augments. GG. No rerolls. Can't do anything about it. My point is that I could like make every set look awful if I really choose to take its weak points. Oh my God. I'm remembering the worst parts about set 6. I actually really like set 6. It is my favorite set. Pan? What can we do with Pan? Pan usually doesn't go like past second pick. Most people take it for like the Scholar, the Hunter. Even if you are playing mages, getting a mage emblem is good. It's just that it's pretty expensive because it takes a rod. Does bad design make a game fun? People like playing broken stuff. People like playing broken stuff. We're already in the phase of set 12 where I see people legitimately say that they miss Syndra being good. Like the set's not even over, and people are already be like, man, remember when Syndra was good? That that was a better patch than what we're playing now, which I thought was I think is hilarious. I'm sitting in call with Milk and all of them, and they're like, yeah, how is it that the Syndra patch is better than this patch? And I'm just like, what are you talking about, man? Like, what are you talking about? Like, how many bad takes are you guys capable of putting out there? It is mind-blowing to me. Do you think the team is feeling a lot of heat to make set 13 as good as set 6 was? Oh, yeah, absolutely. Set 13 is not allowed to suck. If set 13 sucks, like, you know, I'm not usually on, like, the riots people should get fired train, and I still not. But I'm just saying, set 13 is not allowed to get suck. It's too big of a marketing beat. There's too many things at stake. Yeah, we got Quicksilver and Edge of Night, by the way. That's an unusual duo on Kassadin. Usually you go one or the other, and then you try to go for Omnivamp, because Kassadin as a melee unit gets you know, kicked around a lot. So I don't know. We'll see. It kind of depends if he can get 7 multis. He also could just be using it as an item holder and then move off Edge of Night for something else later, because he does have like 2 removers, 2 reforgers. If set 13 sucks, it's GG for TFT. I don't know if I agree with that. I just think that they'll like... I just think that they will, there will be consequences if it sucks, which is unfortunate. I'm not, and that's not like me threatening. It's just more like Riot is investing into TFT a lot. Every other game has had their budget cut for this year. Like, you guys see it, right? Are you guys any League fans? You saw their budget cuts for their esports. Valorant had cuts. Legends of Runeterra, I mean, cut doesn't even begin to describe the wound that's right now that exists for that game. So like Riot cut a lot of things across the board, but TFT got their budget increased. They actually have more sets than ever before and more content than ever before. They didn't just like ship another set. They're bringing set revival and they're doing talkers trials. They're putting more money. I know this sounds really stupid given the recent news because people think Riot doesn't care about competitive, but they're putting more money into the competitive TFT than ever before, right? Like the Keans of the world will like flame Riot esports endlessly for like the amount of money that they're spending, but like they're actually putting more money. They're like in an industry, in a time where the industry is trying to find every excuse to cut money and not spend. Right, all your favorite games in esports are spending less money. Right, they're talking about esports winner and gaming across the board. Devs are losing their jobs. TFT is actually growing. That already in itself should tell you a lot about how Riot feels about the game. And so if set 13 sucks, what I'm saying when there's consequences is just like they're making a big bet on it, and then I'm just saying like if it sucks, then there might have to be some consequences. They're making huge bets on TFT. They're actually putting it in the like titles and conversations of the future of Riot. Like every time Riot does like an announcement, it always talks about League of Legends, Valorant, and TFT. Like they believe it's like a core pillar of their entire ecosystem moving forward. It's a huge deal, you guys. It's a game mode in League of Legends. It's a game mode, right? It's not even like its own standalone game, and like they're investing this much into it. I mean, I'm not here to just like sell you. I'm not here to just be like some TFT salesman. I'm here to just present you objective facts about what's happening with the development pipeline of TFT. So anyone that who unironically is like TFT's a dying game. There's so many people who say that. Is it just me, or is TFT like, does Riot not care? Is TFT dying? Like, you are just not paying attention, or you are just too mad at the game. You're just too mad at the game. Like you just need to zoom the fuck out, man. You are so obsessed about this one game, this one low roll, and Riot is playing with like a 10-year landscape. They're thinking about TFT this year, next year, 5 years, 10 years from now. They're like thinking so much bigger. Why is Riot not paying attention to us? Because they're building the foundation of the entire future in the ecosystem. Like You're so obsessed about this corner. The molding of this room in this corner of the room is so off because the augment that I want to click on is 4.7, and like Riot's like, yeah, well, like I'm building a freaking mansion on like a 100-acre field, and I want everyone to kind of move in and have fun, and like that's why it feels like Riot's not paying attention. And if you're gonna, and if your conclusion is like, well, you're just defending Riot, you're a Riot bootlicker, you're a fucking moron. Just, I respectfully, no flame. If that's your conclusion, you're just too mad, too hard stuck, or just too narrow-minded to think even more broadly beyond your myopic view of the game. In conclusion. In conclusion, the end. I'm not even talking about the game anymore. All right, what do we got? What do we got? We got Callista, Pog. Love me Callista. 4 Scholar Rise, no Scholar Emblem. Can we nerf 5 fairy? I mean, like I say all this, and I also say that I don't feel like the next patch is that exciting. I think they missed on the next patch. I wish set 12 could be so much better. It has so much more potential than what it lived up to be, and that's okay. Not the best set ever. Ends up being a pretty solid okay set that had potential, and maybe like balance made it worse than I like it to be. Like I'm not here just out straight up glazing Riots through and through. I think balance was pretty bad this set. Mordog has repeatedly wished he could share the user numbers. A dying game dev wouldn't do that. Well, yeah, but I mean, player numbers doesn't serve anybody other than the haters. Like, there's a group of gamers who are so obsessed with player count that they just use that as ammo for like justifying whatever toxicity they want to spend out. I totally understand why they don't share player numbers. Okay, we got Ludens, Rise 1, so he's rolling here on 9, looking for Rise 2, looking for Milio. Okay, we got Hui. Unending Despair is really good on Mord. Hunting Frenzy, Jinx 3, Red Buff, Rageblade, GS, Wukong, Jinx 3. He's at, how much life is he at? He's very low. He's very low. He is dead. Callista. Well done. All I wish Riot did was make a new client for League and TFT. Well, they tried. And it did not work very well. It's been well documented that Riot has actually tried to redo the League client many times. And that whole journey and fiasco... And that probably could use its own documentary in itself, the League client. Oh, man. Okay, we got Cassidy 3. I like this Kog'Maw build. I think Kog'Maw is underrated as primary. I stand by that. I say that all the time. I think people don't play Cog. And like he did obviously start with the Honey +1, but I know a lot of people who would reforge it and not think twice about Kog'Maw. I like it though. I like it. Okay, Vex 3, Vagar 3. I feel like 5 Fairy is one of the worst design traits ever. It's always the same board from Econ, Augment, double Ginsu, Warmogs, and there's 0 player input at all. I feel like the word design here is probably being I would change the word design to balance, but I would agree with that sentence, or that statement if you change the word design to balance. But because like design is not that bad. We had Zon, and Zon gave you items that you could equip, and they weren't. Or sorry, was it items or buffs? No. I'm thinking of something else. I'm thinking of Gadgetine. Wait, wasn't there another trait that like did basically what Fairy does, and it wasn't like insane? Like it was good at certain points of the meta, but it wasn't like as insane. I don't think it's a design issue. I just think it's a balance issue. Gadgetine was items. Okay, yeah. I think it's I don't think it's a design problem. But like, I mean, I'm just nitpicking words. So like, I think I agree with you, Travis, for the most part. Oh, Ink Shadow. Yeah, fair enough. Ink Shadow last set. Yeah, Ink Shadow also was pretty cool, actually. Don't you guys think? I think Ink Shadow was a pretty dope trait last set. And then it was like kind of bad for a while to go vertical on it, and then they giga buffed it, and then 7 Shadow became good. So I don't think I think there's a world where Fairy is actually good. I don't think it's a design thing. I just think they missed on balance for like multiple patches in a row, and that's disappointing. That's disappointing. Like I said, I think set 12 balance has not been great. Been okay. Can someone help me understand how a TFT specific client does anything whatsoever to make it a better game? It's just because people want TFT to be able to respond to like things like balance and bugs and hotfixes and not be beholden to the league content cycle. Like a lot of the problems of like balance being so far off sometimes is because they have to predict the meta, because they have to lock in patches really far in advance. And then also like a lot of shambolic foundation that League is built, or TFT is built on for the League client. That being said, there's a lot of like advantages of the League client that people really underestimate. Like part of the reason why TFT can generate so many sets a year is because of the League client. Because they have like access to all these base models and skins. They don't have to create the characters from scratch. They don't have to create Arcana Zareth, and like they have the Camille skin already and they can just work off of that. And that's a big part of the design and the development process, like having the base actual stuff to work with. So yeah. When's NA regionals? Not this weekend, but the next weekend. What would make set 12 balance better? Right now, they need to tune down what's the best comps, which they kind of are, right? They're hitting 6 Hunter. They're hitting 6 Chrono. They're hitting Fairies a little bit. They're hitting Callista and Rakan. They're hitting 6 Scholar. Sorry, did they hit 6 Chrono? No, they hit 2 Chrono and they hit 6 Scholar, sorry. And then they're trying to like buff some of the small underperforming stuff, but I think they could have gone further on that. Callista, level 10. Superfan openers were so fun. Man, you know, by the end of the set, people just complained that Superfan was too OP. They hated Superfan by the end of set 10. Which was actually really surprising. I actually like Superfan a lot. So many core units in the game tend to be like 4 and 5 cost related stuff. Like Preservers, for example. If you're playing set 5, it's like the HIV stuff. Heimer, Ivern, and Volibear, where you would just play like all those like cores. If you played set 6, it was like Janna, Orianna, and Yumi. Right? So there's like so many different like 5 and 4 costs that are cores that I play around. I kind of like the idea that Superfan was like a cheaper core that had downsides, because like late game, is it worth the item? And so I enjoyed it, but I know a lot of people thought that Superfan air quote flex was very boring. This guy got an ascension, talisman ascension on his Zereth right over here. 7 multis. Oh. Oh. Okay. I mean, 7 multis casted in. So I mean, multi-checkers are definitely pretty reliable. KO graphic. They're very careful with fairy. Yeah, I mean, they don't want to make it unplayable, but I think they should have swung at the fairy item, personally. Not Recon. I mean, you guys heard me talk about in the patch notes. This is an offline tournament? Yeah, it's regionals. It's regionals. It's a big deal. China regionals prize pool is like $250,000. Is anyone else joining stream? What, am I not enough? Is my yap not strong enough? Or is your yap barrier too good? Did you activate it already? Now, this is just me watching China regionals. Looks like Calista just wraps it up here. The problem that these multi-striker boards have is the same problem as always for a lot of these melee carries, is that they just get stuck on Recon. It is the #1 problem. So he cleans all this up, and then like Calista just keeps scaling, and then Kassadin just can't deal. He just can't get past this. Actually, he sometimes struggles with Morgana as well. Okay, but like Kassadin's here, and then just can't deal with it fast enough. Fairy scales too much. Too much. You know what they also could have done, but I don't think they will, is that they can like very much make Rageblade a lot weaker in scaling. But where's the fun in that? Where's the fun in that? You think their very trait rework was needed and successful? I mean, I think that it was needed. I don't think it was successful. Ads are coming in. Ads are coming in, by the way. I don't think that it was very successful, but the problem was that vertical fairy was very all or nothing. Either you played 9 fairy or 3 fairy, or 2 fairy rather, and nothing else. Jag, thank you for the prime. All right, so this is oh wow, they have so much, like, this is so much stats to look at. How am I supposed to parse this? So first was Callista, second was multis, third was Rise Scholars. Oh no, this was Arcana Rise. Fourth was Hunter Kog'Maw. Oh, Honey Kog'Maw. Fifth was Mages. 6 was Hui. 7 was Mages. 8 was Jinx. Wow, Jinx went 8-8. Jinx's scorelines is 1-8-8. Show Shunga. Do it, you cowards. Show Shunga. Any Shunga clips? Any Shunga clips? No? Is he in any of this? It's so hard to see results. Yeah, sorry about that. Oh, so that was game 3. Let's go into game 4. Will you be playing some ladder games today? I will be, yes. Yeah, yes, I will be. I'll be playing on the new patch. I'll be playing on the new patch. I kind of wish Rageblade got changed into every X seconds like Archangel, so there would be not as much power in multiple Rageblade as there is right now, but it would make the item a lot less fun. People just love stacking it. Yeah, that's pretty much exactly the conundrum that they're in. It's too fun to play Rageblade. You're telling me if I attack more, I'll attack more? Big chunks, big pengus.
好的，那也是进入我们今天下半场的第一场对决了，也是今天的第4场对决。究竟选手
Alright, here we go.
出自己目前的积分，还是成功追分，也要拭目以待。英雄大会、金锅锅加装备创造器都有人选啊，
都是比较正常的城堡嘛。
是的。
Oh, I don't know what this one is. Oh, component anvils. Okay. Component anvils.
包括花仙其实也是很容易做出他的神装。
是。
All right.
现在这版本
Component anvils start off.
就是五花仙的女王冠冕削弱之后，它是不太能接受一些比较垃圾的，像冰甲、救赎这种回复加盾的装备的。
是的。
它就只能是硬坦度狂突板甲。
Let's get a deal going. Archangels get scaling pending on how much mana you use up, so we can get giga scaling AP. Do you think we would get that? Maybe. I think Archangels is actually fine. I think it's actually fine. I think people don't really want to do like that much mental math on scaling stuff. Like, you have to remember that you really want items and stuff like that to feel accessible and intuitive, because if you have an item that doesn't make much sense but it's like really cool and complex, it's not good game design. You want it to be something that the player can pick up pretty easily. There's a lot of aspects about that in TFT, actually. You know who actually has a good subject on this matter? Like, we have gold augments. Masahiro Sakurai. That dude released hundreds of videos on game design, and then, like, for free. The reason why it's a big deal is because topically, right now, people are talking about his conclusion video, which revealed his entire process. If you guys don't know, Sakurai is the guy that like is behind like Smash Bros, basically, and he's like Mort Dog's GOAT dev, basically. You know, Mort Dog has heroes as well, and he thinks Sakurai is one of them. Anyways, he did a YouTube video where he released 250 something videos on game design for free. It's a huge resource, and a lot of the stuff that he talks about always is like it's just gold if you ever care about game design stuff. Anyways, you really want to keep things he highly emphasizes like, you know, elegance and good design for the players, and I feel like if you make Archangels into this like well, on certain units it's like really good depending on your mana, like that you're able to convert into AP. It's like something that a lot of players are just not going to catch on to. Deja vu. Okay. Deja vu with components start. Combat caster into mages. Alright, so we got Galio reroll, we got mages, we got fortune. We got some spicy openers. I don't even remember the last time I played Deja vu. Have I played Deja Vu since like the beginning of the set? I think the last time I might have picked it might have been like the Syndra patch or something like that, the very beginning of the set. Alright, we got Hunter +1. So we're looking for 6 Hunter. 6 Hunter. Rage Blade. He's going for Jinx variant. A lot of people like playing the reroll Jinx variant, even if you're just having Hunter instead of pushing levels, because all you have to do is really hit Olaf and whatnot. So it's much more consistent than like pushing levels and like hoping you hit Briar, because your curve is going to be so much more favorable for you winning fights instead of just like hoping that you can get to 9. I played today and I rolled around 150 gold and saw 5 Gallios. Okay, well, Ansam, I'm sorry to hear that, but that's about average variance. Not even low roll. So that's what chat was telling me yesterday. When I was low rolling, they would say like, no, that's average variance. You didn't even low roll. After they witnessed me roll 51 times. I rolled 51 times with prismatic ticket for 1 Jinx, and I didn't. And they were like, yeah. Okay, actually, that's not true. They didn't say that after that game, but yesterday I rolled like a ton of gold and I missed. I was like, man, that's just low roll. Like, nah, it's about average variance. It's like, man, you really suck at this, like making me feel better. You think we'll ever get a rivalry like Shunga and Honglin and NA? Shunga co-streamed the regionals and only watch Honglin's POV just to hate watch him. Wow. What if I told you rivalry like that already exists, but NA players are just too big of wusses to actually say it out loud? There's actually what if I told you that already actually exists? Okay, maybe not like they'll watch their POV just to hate watch them, but there are some players that definitely beef and don't like each other. I don't think it does. I don't think you talk to enough TFT people anymore, Milk. You're out of touch, as the kids would say. Old man. You're out of touch. Milk's kind of old. One of these days, Milk's going to turn 30, and he's going to realize that he's 30 years old and still yapping about Latam and Brazil. 30 years old. Throwback to Bebe and Milk. I mean, that wasn't even real. I mean, okay, that was kind of real, but it was only real from Bebe's side. Milk didn't dislike Bebe at all. You know, the funny thing is when that was happening, Milk would actually constantly say that he likes Bebe. He's like, you know what? I actually like Bebe. But like Bebe was just like, no, Milk, you need to go to jail. Like Milk's like, no, Bebe, I actually like Bebe. And then Bebe would just be like, I'm gonna sue you. It was such a weird drama. I don't know. By the way, Bebe officially dono-walled me. I texted Bebe yesterday asking him how he was, and he didn't respond. I wrote, hello, Bebe. How are you doing? I miss talking to you, pal. How is life? And he didn't actually say anything. This is the last interaction that I had with Bebe. I will leak a DM. So when Bebe quit, okay, you can read this. I wrote, you're the kind of person that will work hard and succeed at whatever you do. I actually do believe that. Bebe said, I bet I could do anything I want if I had half your charisma, smite, blush. Have a great Frodan. Love ya. That was December 2023. And I wrote, hello, Bebe. How are you doing? Miss talking to you, pal. How is life? He hasn't responded to me, so. I got dono walled. Probably too successful to respond. Yeah, that's fair. I'm small time now. Exiles Galio. Okay. Exiles Deja Vu Galio. I've seen some top NA players saying competitive format is very bad in Americas. Was that, or is that a long topic? Oh, it's a long topic. I have actually a couple of YouTube videos on it. The TLDR is that NA players just don't think that playing with Latam and Brazil is worth their time. And they don't like that Latam and Brazil have such a big skill gap to them because they feel like it takes away the fun of playing in competition. They think that they should get fewer slots and that they suck. Also, they think there's too many tournaments. Oh my god, big Galio. But like Latam and Brazil also don't like being combined. They lost their local scenes. Like their local sub-regional stuff is not being like focused on anymore. And like I don't think anyone's really happy about the merge for the most part. I don't think Latam or Brazil or Americas are very happy about it.
但是 S 这么玩的话，其实
很伤，就是有点杀敌。
但你想一下，你如果不断他，但不知道他能不能。
No hate on Baby, but the guy was in some weird mental space for a long time when we started streaming.
自己真得保点血，你装备不够好的情况下，4-1补。
Well, like Baby lost his livelihood in his career. Like he invested a bunch of. Imagine investing like thousands upon the hours and like being, and at one point being considered to be on top of your craft, right? At one point, Baby was considered to be like a big, like the #1 player or like a streamer that everyone followed and copied, right? He was like very influential, and then like Twitch bans, or Korea gets basically banned in Twitch, or like it's shutting down. You lose your livelihood. And then Baby tries to like. He tries to help the TFT scene, although not very successfully, and then everyone kind of claps back at him for being an idiot. So he gets rejected from the community that he's like trying to help and stuff like that. I can understand why he had a mental breakdown about that. It makes sense to me. I actually kind of feel bad. Like, I mean, obviously, I don't... Oh, my God. Recon 2. It's 3-5. Come on. This guy took restart mission as 3-5, and he just has Recon 2. All right. With Biss. So, like, I can understand why emotionally he was in a very vulnerable spot. I don't excuse any of what he said, though. Like, what he said was really stupid. And he deserved to get flamed for it. But like, I understand that he like kind of lost a lot all of a sudden. That seems normal. I hate playing with EUNE, but I bet it's worse than NA. I don't know about many tournaments. Yeah, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. NA players are just generally not very happy about having to play with Latin Brazil, but we'll see what ends up happening. We'll see what has happening, because there is stuff cooking. However, I feel like NA players in general, I think in my opinion, I think a lot of the problem stems from too many tournaments with no off season. I think that a lot of the problems that a lot of players are experiencing right now is because there's too many events, too many qualifiers of qualifiers. I think that's the core issue. And you combine that with, I don't think there's a lot of hype around the scene, due to a combination of fatigue, but also like bad marketing, and also like just like several other factors. And so the reason why I say that is because I think it takes away from the two core things of what people really want, which is they want tournaments to be fun, they want them to be exciting. Like, tournaments are neither fun to participate in right now, nor are they very hype, and I think that's a big problem to fix. That's my take. I actually think that players are doing the thing where, once again, they're like very good at describing pain, but they're not good at describing solutions. And I think that ultimately, like, a lot of the players are right. The format sucks, but I don't think that like they're so convinced that like one or like just take away these seeds and give them to NA is gonna fix the format. They're just like, that's just like the worst take. Okay, we hit Galio 3. Giant Slayer is actually a good third item here, because a lot of people build Gunblade for Galio, but you have so much defensiveness with 6 Vanguard, you can just go damage on him. A lot of people build Jewel Gauntlet in GS. And then like, maybe if you do need some kind of like healing or whatever, maybe you can find it in your augment, but I'm pretty sure this is correct. What's cooking? Can you just say it? No. No, I can't. Like, what? You'll find out soon. You'll find out soon. When are NA players happy? When they're winning. And even then, sometimes.
他只要收出来，我感觉就稳了。
对啊，
他这波收是最好的，如果下波收的话，可能就是。
Okay, we got red buff, crown guard on Morgana.
这波给他两个双光明装备。
对对对，
就感觉一
或者
路光明。
给你。
Do we have 3 Callista player? Oh, this is a fortune player. Fortune player into it.
就看打谁了。
Royal guard, fortune. What was so his cash out
但是莉莉娅帮启动。
end up being? Oh no, he's cashing out Rao. He has to win. He has to win. I just realized he's 11 cash out right now. Okay, okay. 11 loss.
落扛得住吗
11 Oh man.
也会很高了。
Winter, it was up to you, man. Wait, he's 11 lost and 31 HP. How?
我们看一下。
You have Tiny Titans?
节奏升级一个光明装备 ，Lico。
Uh-oh. 11 cash out. Oh, he did have Tiny Titans.
两个光明装备。哦，光明。
Double Radiant TG.
对，
Oh man.
对，清安。
他有金菜。
Oh man. Okay, I'm too busy yapping. I'm not even like
看偷谁
tracking what's going on here. Okay, Radiant TGs in Callista.
还是选择敲。
This is like a comp that actually doesn't really need that many TGs, so it's definitely like a cash out. It's good because you get it on Morgana and Camille. But it's like a composition that probably could also use other stuff more. All good though.
然后第一个倒霉蛋红莲。
All good. It's not like the best cash out, but it's okay. I mean, isn't this actually kind of like exactly why Fortune as an augment is kind of lame?
就是。
They have to like balance it because if it's 11 cash out, it should feel way more impactful. I know two radiant teaches is good. Don't get me wrong,
开局得有
but just like there's no where's the wow factor in that? But like if they make it too good, then all of a sudden just becomes the best cash out comp, just like automatically wins every single time. I think this is like an example of like why I don't think Fortune Favors the Bowl was very successful in my opinion. I prefer they make it as an econ trait.
今天日月状态都很好啊。
两家花线其实不会那么快的，就是倒。
Like trait tracker. Trait tracker is more exciting than Fortune
法师内卷的情况下，你出不了3星就
by like a lot.
就会玩不了。
哦，其实我们一直没注意到那边 BBY 那边玩了。
I actually kind of like trait tracker. I hope that comes back.
他是换。
I think that augment's awesome.
唤醒，然后没有，现在才把枪开上来。
哦，直接上到9级。
是的。
Maybe I'm alone in that opinion, but I like trait tracker.
小火龙来了。
斯莫德来了。
Okay, so we're rolling for Smolder and Briar. We hit. Okay, Briar's here. 6 shapes.
好像少蜘蛛结丝，没有六换。
没留。
应该是没有，没留不太可能。
We're missing like the 1 cost.
红莲这边辅助装备是个圣杯，其实还行。法师内战老八中路战，真的很强。
Isn't Sugar technically econ? Yeah.
差不多吧，感觉两边战力都差不多。
是的。
Sugar's technically econ, but
是的。
那个司法可能会强一点。
it's not. It doesn't scratch the same itch because Sugar technically doesn't really cash out in that sense. Sugar is like rewarded with tempo. The closer analogy is like Sugar is a lot more like 8-bit, where you're trying to hit a high score.
就卡钱的呀。
If you played set 10, if you remember 8-bit, where the higher amount of damage you dealt, the higher score you got, and then you went for a grand prize with 8-bit, that's what Sugarcraft is much more like. It's more like a high score mechanic, not really like an econ mechanic.
云宝这把看着还行，他能上9啊，他还有血，他能接受被日月入一波。
Sugar doesn't feel super risky. Oh, it's very, very risky.
他打完也应该就9级了。
It's very, very risky. It's just that the goal of the comp is different. The way the play pattern of it is extremely different.
哦，有莲花战吗？
拖时间。
怎么说？
狂兔补出来之后，真的其实强度很高了。
就有点质变。
还是装备后面都不对。
All right.
有点平推的感觉啊。
I mean, it's probably going to be the Fortune Callisto players winning out here, right?
猎手在掉血，法师在掉血。
而且是个6列。
Sugar is way easier to hit max reward compared to 8-bits.
就没有抽到拉夫。
You think so? You think so?
你抽不到6列，你就得一直花钱。
That might be a chatting moment. I think I think I've hit 8-bit emblem cash out more than I've hit Sugarcraft cash outs. I'm not entirely sure if I agree with that. I think I hit 8-bit cash outs like once or twice. That's it. I've looked for them a good amount of time.
维古斯了。
维纳 C 这边都差1张。
没钱呢。
维纳 C 这边。
要不要低一下？
低一下。
主要想要这个腰带批发术，估计。
I am a double up player. Oh, well.
现在三星已经为时晚了。
因为5阶段了嘛。BBY 那边是。
Is double up fun? Still, I haven't played double up in forever. I mean, it's not right. Don't lie. There's nothing wrong with double up. I just haven't played double up in forever.
三星小法打三星会，那边铁男3不了有点上。
是的。那感觉稀土这边还是。
Okay, Hui versus Veigar 3. The Hui is killing everything but the Veigar. Okay, wow. Blossoming Lotus ended up coming up clutch. Oh, Galio's doing pretty well. Galio's doing pretty well. This might be one of the fabled top 4s with Deja Vu. 12 HP. Briar. Why is he positioning kind of like Exiles? Very interesting. They're positioning like Briar top left isolated with Nasus in the top center. Strange. I'm surprised this mage board is losing. Combat Caster, Vex 3, Veigar 3. I guess he doesn't have like Bis, but he's got pretty close to Bis. Oh god. We're just dead. This is an 8th? 5 mages. He's stuck on 5 mages. His front line is not good enough, I guess. If you can get to 7 mage, it's good, but like 5 mage. That's not Vex 3. As Vex 2. Oh. Oops. My bad. I thought that was Vex 3. I thought that was Vex 3. That's right. That's why a lot of people prefer to roll for like a Vanguard front line, because Vex 3 is like Vex 2 just can't really do anything late game. So a lot of people are rolling for Blitz 3. They're rolling for Rumble 3. Wait, this is Vex 3. Oh, it's a different player. Oh, okay, that's why. One person hit Vex 3, one person hit Veigar 3. I see. That makes sense. That makes sense. Wow. Galio just clears. I mean, I think these mage players just kind of hold hands. One of them need to go for reroll 1 cost, and one of them need to go for the Veigar Vex. Like, the fact that they go 6-7 is, or 6-8, is because they didn't coordinate with each other. They needed to they needed to collude, you know. They needed to maybe chatting is banned. You see, this is what happens. This is what happens when you ban chatting in the game. You just have people who could have worked together and top 4 together instead go 6-7 because they can't collude. This is why chatting is important. Are they allowed to collude with pings? I don't know, actually. It might be against the rules as well. Is chatting banned in every region? No, it's not. It's not. I don't think it's even banned in NA. You're like not allowed to just like negotiate. Like in NA, I don't think you're allowed to say like, "Hey, are you like Veigar or are you reroll 1 cost?" And one's like, "Oh," and then usually say, "Okay, I'll take the other." They don't. You're not allowed to do that, I think. But you're allowed to say like Veigar and then Defen. G2 and Holian are friends, but in recent tournaments they are contesting each other a lot. I mean, that's usually what happens if you end up practicing and studying together. You end up playing the same lines. Oh, whoa! He has Assassin Jinx. Go back. Go back. That guy assassinated his Jinx. No. I see an observer. Go back. We're going to witness the aftermath. Instead, we get to watch the Callista mirror. Pog. Oh, man. So who was it? It was Winter. You see how he clicks this and his Jinx goes gray at the very end? And does Winter win? He won. He won because of that. Alright. I'm upset. Seeing, observing.
哦，是赢了阿成吗？
应该是刺客金克是直接把叠加切了啊！
哇，这个画面应该很好看。
Windows 这波保住容错至关重要，因为他的场面战是一定打得过春草的。
是的，
只要不被日月一波带走，感觉是有机会。
It was close to 1. Yeah, I mean close to 1, close to 2. Many times, no diff. We'll see. New patch. After game 5, we'll play some of the new patch on OCE. We'll do game 5 and then we'll go on OCE and see how the new patch feels. I'll play some of the new stuff. I'm gonna try some of the things I got buffed, like Eldritch. I'll see if I can play Ari reroll because they buff Ari reroll again. It seems like it's gonna be leaning towards being a reroll meta for regionals. We shall see. Nami secondary. Wait, he's streaking still. Oh no, never mind. That's Callista. Kalista.
哦，对。另外那边法术反制其实也很好，不过硬实力差距感觉差很多。是的。
过落这么快。
对，如果现在是真的扛不住，
这个6列不爆，但整体差的有点太多了。我这6列还真有机会。
还有机会的。
Would you guys be in favor of them? Let's just say hypothetically Riot is willing to be patched. I don't think they are. Would you be willing for them to just kill Callista off as a comp if it's still S tier, but like nothing else in the meta changes? Like literally nothing else changes, but just Callista just dies. Would you be in favor of them just killing it? We just have less variability in comps. There's like or less variety. There's some people who say yes. Man, you guys are just so hate driven. You can tell you can tell who are like truly the salty TFT gamers are. Oh man. No, because then there's no 4-cost comps. That's exactly it. That's exactly the problem. If Callista dies, what 4-cost comps are there? At least assuming that the meta doesn't shift. Killing Callista makes other comps. I'm saying in this hypothetical, I'm just saying all that happens is literally Callista just becomes played less. Like a lot less. And then everything else basically stays the same. Still gonna be Jinx and mages and multi-strikers, stuff like that. That would be a direct nerf to Soju and Kian. Well, they're not playing this set anymore. They're playing Flex. Okay, it's Galio versus Callista. I have a hard time imagining that Callista ever loses to Galio. Huh? Big CC? Big CC? Oh, it's so close. Wait, maybe it might be winnable. It might be winnable. Is it Charm Diff? Oh, but he's like RY's going to 10 and he's at 0, no charm. I mean, second's good. Second's good. He has Zera charms. Could possibly get as well. Also, doesn't it kind of depend on the Thief's Gloves, the Radiant Thief's Gloves? Oh, we got Warmogs, Hodge. The Morgana ones are like okay. You know what would save this meta? Zephyr. I just want to Zephyr everyone's Rakan. Everyone's just so lazy about it, you know? Solo frontline Rakan. Okay, it's not even close. Sag. NT. It's okay. This is the best result I've seen from Deja Vu in tournament in a while. Second's good. Second is good. Another Callista W. Hell yes. We love Callista. We love Rageblade stacking. We love fairies. Infinite attack speed. Woohoo. The fortune player is down in augments. Which one? Oh, Tiny Titans. He actually like literally cashed out at 31 HP and he won out. So you're right. He didn't even need it. Hold on. Pause, champ. Pause, champ. Hold on. He needed it. He needed it. Hold on. Hold on. Winnable. Winnable. He won 4 in a row, and then no one beats Galileo 5 times in a row. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, but he's about to go to 10. Oh, man. That... Don't go to 10. Go to 10. Fight even. Fight even. You guys actually hate the comp or just tired of it? It's they're just tired of it. People don't like playing. They don't like the play pattern of Callista, and they don't like losing to Callista. I personally think if Callista was just a cooler fight pattern instead of just like stall infinite on Rakan and then win through scaling, people would like it better. Like, I think Heartsteel was really oppressive, but playing it and playing against it was pretty exciting, honestly. But because it's like how dynamic it was to play it, as well as all the different things going on. But like Callista's like, you just pretty much play it the same way, the same units. You pretty much build the same items. You also, oh, we lost. You also like position the same way. It's like there's nothing really dynamic about the comp. It's very flat, very static. All right. Thumbs up for the camera guy. If you guys forgot, this guy RY is the dude who was in set 10 playing 100 HP into stage like end of stage 5. He had a 100 HP to like 12 HP lead over a disco player at regionals, and he threw the game by rolling the 0 for no reason. And then the disco, and remember, if you guys remember, disco was bad at the end of set 10. Like winning with disco was basically like winning with Varus. No Briar, no Smolder. Like right now, it's considered to be like quite weak. And so, and so he like threw the game completely, and then because of it, he didn't win. He should have won regionals. It was checkmate. He should have won regionals, but instead he lost and didn't go to Worlds. So he had to play in Worlds LCQ, and then he made it through Worlds LCQ. Because after regionals, the top performing regionals players on PC play against the top performing regionals players from mobile. So you had to qualify for that. So I was like mad at him. But then he popped off ever since, and he's a really good player. So I've rescinded the flame. He's good. RY is very good. But I was very upset about that game. Yeah, it was a country player. Yes, exactly. He was 100 HP. 6 other players, like the other players were dead. He was guaranteed a first as long as he slow rolled and hit everything, but he sent to 0, missed on 2 of his units, and then had to donkey for the rest of the game. And then when he hit, he couldn't level, and it was just like, oh, it was just so bad. And he was at 100 HP. Like, I don't like, unless there's like I'm missing something and there's like 100 HP bonus cash out. Like if you win with 100 HP, you get extra prize money or something like that. Like there's no reason to do that. No reason to do that. Edge break. BRB. Yeah, exactly. Slimesville. That was it. That was it. Set 10. Good stuff. Bring on set 13. I'm ready. Set 12 was fun at times. I'm ready for set 13. Chat, I hit master today. Congratulations, Strawberry. Congratulations. Oh, we got the 10 cell, which is huge. We got the 10 cell. Hunting Frenzy. Learning to spell mages. Okay, and remember, this is group stage. So if you top 2 this group, you go to semifinals. If you 3 to 6, you play in the losers bracket. Vegeta, thank you for the 3 months.
这个合不了装备。
I hit platinum last week, then quit. All right. Good for you. Oh, this guy already has Wukong too. What? Wukong 2, the stone plate already this fast? That's insane. 2 patient studies, 1 epoch. Oh, he rolled. Did he roll? No, he didn't roll. He naturaled it? Wait, how? How did he natural without rolling? That's crazy.
也可以用那个对乌鸦和龙女。
但是那个是你必须要有6猎手的，4猎手的乌鸦扛不住。
对，但是
That is crazy.
要唤醒那一套，红莲那边也要唤醒牌，唤醒枪嘛，红莲的装。
红莲是不会拿3星乌鸦的，
他会上人口，他一直上人口，其实影响到。
Oh, he might have had Nico. Yeah, he might have had a duplicator.
趁早前面或者说他们上。
Oh, he also could have had magic mirror. Oh, you're right. You're right. The charm. Patient study. What do you think this guy's gonna play?
日月这边好像是只等待了一个波比。
Worth the wait. Worth the wait mages. He has 2-star Poppy, so it might be Poppy as is worth the wait. Actually, it has to be because he has no Seraphines. Worth the wait, Poppy. You know what he could play? He could play Bastion Scholars. Reroll Poppy into like either Ari or Rise. He has Archangels. He has Archangels. This is why they're the pros? Exactly. I don't know why I thought CN meant Canada. That's okay. It's a reasonable mistake to make. How do you natural without rolling? I thought natural is when you hit without rolling. I guess what I meant to say was how did he get Wukong 2 without rolling? And the answer was charm or duplicator. I just hit masters and I hit masters in set 10 and I don't feel like getting high elo is just not that worthwhile. I won't be challenger anyways. That's a defeatist mentality. You are correct. You will never be challenger, and it's not because you're not good enough. It's because you have because of that mentality. What kind of mindset is that? Words have power, especially the words that you speak to yourself. Say it often enough, say it loud enough, eventually becomes true. Just look at Soju. He says he's going 8 all the time. Say it loud, say it proud, say it enough. It's true. I just hit diamond thanks to watching you and the amazing resources you provide with TFT Academy at Frodan. Thank you for what you're doing for the game. Wow. Paid chatters are out in full force today. Thank you. Thank you, Card. We got Shapeshifter Blasters. Casio 2 in the shop. Shojin. Oh, if we're playing Hunters with Kog'Maw. Kog'Maw itemized. Hunting Frenzy got nerfed, right? Like all the Hunter augments got nerfed for next patch. I have to refresh myself on what got nerfed because after this game we're gonna play OCE. Just to remind myself what I'm playing or what got nerfed. Learning to spell mages. Oh, Hui. Oh, right. I should try Frost as well. Just like a straight up vertical Frost. They also buff Warwick. I gotta try Warwick reroll with no Oh, that's really big. Wow. Wow. Swain too. Where are all these 2-star 3 costs coming from? They also buff Swain. Is Soju qualified for regionals? No. Soju unfortunately needs a top 4 in the previous Tacticians Cup. And yeah, I think he got day 1. Is the OCE patch live? Yes. But I just wanted to finish out game 5 and then call it for today. In terms of VOD review, sorry. I'm gonna finish up this game, play some OCE games. Probably play it for a few hours and then go eat dinner. Okay, we have Poppy 3. We're not gonna go for a roll for Poppy 4. I'm pretty sure the like roll for the 4-star tech is like just bad. It's just for content. But the idea is you have like 8 poppies, then the round starts, you buy the 9th poppy and you roll down as much as you can. But you make sure you don't 3-star when the fight starts. But like I don't think it's worth doing it for worth the wait. Oh, we're going Hecarim reroll. We're going Hecarim reroll. Robin hits there to 3. How do you hit it? How do you hit it? Any idea where Setsuko is? Yeah. Where? I have a question. How do you think Soju climbed so high in flex queue for League of Legends? Just take a guess. Does anybody want to take a guess? Out of curiosity, how do you think Soju climbed to almost challenger in flex queue? By his own individual raw talent at League of Legends. Setsuko used to be like a challenger jungler. He's actually quite good at the game. Apparently when he decided to solo queue and he queued into Blabber. So he had to jungle against Blabber, which is I don't think it went very well. But he tried. I saw the news, by the way, that Jojo Pyun signed with Mad Lions, right? And he's going over to EU. That'll be fun. My wife used to work at Evil Geniuses, so and we hung out with like the League players from time to time. So it was I'm a Jojo fan. I'm actually kind of sad it didn't work out for him on Cloud9. I was really hoping that he would pop off because Cloud9 also is an org I like a lot. NA being imported to EME. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. The first time we see like a NA export. Wukong 2. Everyone has like big upgrades. Wukong 2, Swain 2.
Man,
oh, we got
I'm getting
Trait
more
Tracker.
dogged again.
C1 Clur? Thank you so much for the prime. Is forcing Arcana Varus when I have a sword opening a good idea? Only if you're really high rolling or you have like the Giga augments like Stand United, Trait Tracker, a Wandering Chainer Target Dummy. The thing about Arcana Varus is that you have to be ahead and you have to hit Varus 2 very fast. Because if you're stuck on 8, like let's say you hit Varus 2 but you don't hit it quickly, you lose a lot of rounds. Or you hit Varus 2 but you use all your gold and you can't go to 9 and you're stuck on 8. Like all those different things just make it so hard to actually stabilize. But if you can get it online, it's not bad. But you do need Tahm Kench 2, Varus 2, and like the rest of the stuff set up. And you have to have good items and good augments. It's just like too many like ifs. Instead, I would just slam a sword item and try to play around like the shapeshifter core if you can. But that's like a fast 9 comp as well. I mean, honestly, Varus is just fast 9. Oh, I will say one thing. If you're from APAC, if you believe APAC is good, APAC actually plays 5 Pyro Varus very often. Like if they get Varus, their favorite version to play is 5 Pyro Varus, and it's actually quite good. It's actually quite good. I actually think it might be the best version to play Varus. Similar to the way that you play 6 Scholar for Rise is like the best version of it. Without Cauterize? Yeah, you can play without Cauterize. Okay, we got Trait Tracker. Want to see what that guy cashes out. Do they play 4 Pyro without Emblem? No, the thing is, I don't think it's that good with just 4 Pyro. It's just an angle that of Varus that people don't see. But I will say that there was a weird amount of people who would like play Varus and then pick up Pyro Emblem on the carousel and then like transition to 5 Pyro. Because if you really think about it, it's like basically Varus plays with Nasus now all the time. And you play Varus, Nasus, Briar. So you're just like not, and then you can just like tag with Smolder. You're not actually that far removed from like being able to go into Pyro anyways. So you just throw in Shen and Akali, and you're just like there. So you just have Pyro Briar or Pyro Smolder. Preferably, I think Pyro Briar because it just makes it easier to fit everything in and have good front line. Pyro Briar is like very, very good. But that's like what VN does. And again, I haven't tried it myself. I just haven't been in the spots for it. Maybe I'll try it today. We'll see. Pyro Varus. I do think that's like a innovation of Varus that people don't talk about. That might be better this patch. You never know. Because they did buff Akali. And I don't know. Maybe they nerfed Chrono so like Varus can burst again or something. You just never know. Like the patch in TFT, even the slightest differences can make profound differences. Maybe all of a sudden, Chrono stops healing for so much, and then Varus is able to burst everything. Who knows? That's what makes TFT so interesting. You might be nerfing something for one reason, and then something else happens. Oh yeah, also Pyro Callista. But that's because like you play Akali, and you play Hecarim. So you can play Callista. Is it 3 multis? You guys see the comments when Chovy played Kassadin? Because they also had Ashe and Jax on their team. It was FlyQuest versus Genji, and then everyone's like, wow, this 3 multi-striker comp is OP. That's pretty funny. All right, big roll down. Scholar +1, worth the wait. Oh, wow, he's going to go for 6 Scholar. Someone made a multi-striker. Yeah, I know. It's just funny. I love when TFT League has crossover. There's also a player, I forgot who, but they built like Infinity Force, or they built Triforce. I'm using the TFT names. They built Triforce, Wit's End, and then I think it was like Hourglass, and then everyone's like, "Wow, what the Forge Jax?" It's like what, this guy had like 3 artifacts. Yeah, it's just funny when you start looking at TFT in League as the same game. I might actually play some ARAM. They announced today that they're doing the Bridge of Progress for the ARAM map from Arcane. That looks hype. I might play some ARAM again. This guy's got Even Shroud and Spark and Sunfire. Full utility Swain. Full utility Swain. By the way, they keep showing Warwick as like a preview for Arcane. Who is Warwick in Arcade? I have no idea. Like Warwick is like all these like different previews and stuff like that. Is he is it Victor or is it who's the dad? Vander. Is it Victor or is it Vander? I don't know. Do you want to know? I mean, I kind of don't want to know actually. No spoilers. No spoilers. No spoilers. But I don't know, but they keep showing him in like all the like character preview like related stuff. They have like Jinx and Vi and Caitlyn and Jace and all that stuff, and they just have like Warwick there. I'm just like, okay, like he's probably gonna be part of the show, but like I don't understand. I don't know. Warwick is Heimerdinger. Ah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, what's our trait tracker here? We have like Eldritch and Multi-Striker and Sugarcraft. This is terrible. This is like Whis. Wait, we have Xerath too though in 8. Oh! Oh, it was the last drop. It was the last drop. Also, where's it? Why don't we have Thieves Glove? That's the Thieves Glove's diff. Oh my goodness gracious. The bar owner. Not their father. Oh. Okay. You know what? I need to go rewatch. Okay, you know what? I need to rewatch Arcane. just to make sure I'm ready for the release. make sure I have I'm busy catching up on a bunch of different shows right now, so.
感觉选手们压力太大，都有点变形。
因为最后一把了嘛。
还是有8换，他2个换银转。
8 shapes, 3 dragon, blaster. Shit, Swain 3. That guy is no slouch. Watch with T-Lides when he visits. He hasn't seen Arcane. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. I'll see if he's down. First time chatter. Singe made a potion. Warwick tried to get Soraka's heart and put in the potion. He failed and drank it without. He turned into a wolf. What? 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 Okay. I'll take your word for it. That's Smolder. Cooking. 8 shapeshifter Smolder. The thing is, late game, he wants to remove that shapeshifter emblem off of Smolder, but he'll put it on him for now. I think that's the canon lore, but not the arcane lore. Ah, that would make sense. I'm like, where's Soraka fit in all this, man? Yeah, I was like, where does Soraka fit in all this? I thought we were talking about like Zon and Piltover. Isn't Soraka like part of like Targon or something like that? Oh, so he's going 6 Scholar with this, I see. Oh, actually, if he had Scholar on Xerath instead. Oh. Oh! Oh my gosh, so close. If BBY has 6 Scholar on Xerath instead of this Rakan, it would actually be so good. I haven't watched Arcane. Yeah, I can tell. You should go to watch it. It's actually a good show. It's actually a good show. I'd love a show in Noxus. Yeah, but like Noxus would feel like, honestly, kind of too much like a wannabe Game of Thrones, because it's like so brutish and maybe not Game of Thrones, maybe more like Rome. I feel like it would be like so gory and violent and like, you know, oh my gosh, like it's so brutal, all of something like that. And I'm like, yeah, I mean, it's cool. But there's like some really interesting other stories that they could tell. Like, what about if they did one on like the Void and they made their own take on Stranger Things? Oh, that'd be sick. Or you guys know that I'm a big fan of the Shurima story as well. I think they have some interesting stories to tell. And we just got cooked. You like the new champion Mbessa? I saw that she has like the same animations as Shyvana. Like she's like walking kind of like this, like Shyvana, like she's dabbing. And I was just like, ooh, that's a bad look after you fired some artists. Yeah. But I mean, at the same time, I'm down for anything besides Zon and Piltover. Like they have a lot of material to work with, and you know what the best part is? It can all work in TFT. Like it doesn't matter. Like someone said Ionia. I'm down for that. Failure, that sounds cool. Ishtal sounds whimsical. Although I think that's one of their weaker ones. It's just Cassante in a woman's body. I'm listening. You have my attention. Okay, that one is 20% damage amp for your whole team. Or 20% damage amp for Xerath and the rest for your team. Okay, the learning a spell mage board is insane. It is so strong. Also, this Kassadin board is cracked too. Crown Guarded, Radiant Crown Guard, Avenge the Fallen, Death Defy. Oh my god. Oh, Assassin Horse. Oh. That's not good. Wait. But 6 Scholar? Oh my god. Okay. Kaisa could be really interesting. It's actually like a body horror isolation story. Like Black Swan. I don't know if I could handle that kind of stuff. Dude, the psychological thriller stuff. Oh man, that stuff is like really hard for me to watch sometimes. It's like it's like too real. Body dysmorphia. But you know what? We love Kaisa. Every set Kaisa's in, we slam Rage Blade on her and we just watch her go. Brrrr. Even when Rage Blade's bad. Last set, Rage Blade was terrible on Kaisa and everyone just slammed it on her anyways. Alright, we got the 6 scholars with the going up against Dragon with reroll mages. Oh my gosh, everything's dying too fast. 6 Scholar is so good. They're nerfing the healing of 6 Scholar, which definitely hurts because in their transition, like once you get 6 Scholar, you can keep your frontline alive like really easily. So that does hurt, but like once you get everything 2-starred again, I feel like it's still gonna be really, really good. 6 Scholar is pretty insane. And this is the other Scholar player, Radiant Shiv. I mean, this Prismatic Orb in this lobby warped the warp tempo significantly. He only has 2-item rise, but he's hoping that Milio can fill up the gaps. Oh, he's playing the mirror. I mean, BBY is really strong. I think he wins this game. He eventually got the Scholar onto the Xerath. It looks like he sold the Rakan. Oh, it's so close. It's so close. Ezreal explores Ishtal and meet another heroes and collect artifacts while fighting void creatures that invade the real world. Are you just making shit up? Or you're suggesting that's what would happen? I feel like that doesn't. I'm like, what part of League lore is this? I must have missed that part. I don't know about you, but I used but when you first played League of Legends, you could like click on champions and look at their lore, and I used to read all that. But then I realized that Riot had no clue what they were doing for the first like 10 years of League, like lore wise. I was like, what are you talking about? None of this makes sense. So I stopped reading it. But I do remember I used to love reading that stuff. Okay, we're trying to dodge Zephyr. We hit Zillion instead. I wonder about the Seraphine angle. Oh, this Seraphine angle does not... Oh, shit. It's getting absorbed by Taric anyways. Okay, Seraphine angle snipes. Dude, this Taric. This Taric. Oh, it's so close. Oh! He's dead. Is he dead? Oh, that was a ghost? Oh. No, it wasn't a ghost. He's just not dead. It's a different Rise player. It's a different Rise player. I had the 6 scholars confused. Okay, we had Hecarim 3. I mean, multis look really good, but I don't think they're gonna win. I think it comes... Oh, we got the Zephyr onto the Hecarim. Nasty. Big Mana Reeve. Kassadin trying to crush through his left side. Hecarim willing it down. Oh, this is looking bad. All right, we are... There's a good Zephyr, but like our board's just too weak. Even with the 6 Scholar, we just didn't have like the Giga front line, like the 5 cost. Cheat 2. 17 points versus 12 points. This is actually really big for Cheeto. I think he needs as many points as he can get because he's trying to qualify for the semifinals. I think BBY is eliminated. 12 points is too few in 4 games. Actually, BBY is playing for like a 6. Wait, he left an item at home? 14. Holy is last. 16. Second to last. Oh, actually, never mind. I take it back. Multi-Strikers just completely dumpstered him. Oh, is it because he hit Hecarim 3? Oh my gosh. G2 wins. That's really big. Does that mean that he advances? Does that mean he advances? He gets some backstage player reactions. Is this Juan Mei? Dude, this is Juan Mei, and he looks so uncomfortable. This is our set 5 world champion. He does not look like he does not look like he's very comfortable wearing that. He's like holding that book all awkwardly. Okay, they're doing an interview. They're doing an interview. Do they have the scores? Oh, these are the comps that won today. All right, I'll screenshot those. These are all the comps that won today. I'll post this in my Discord. Discord stream notes. CN regionals winning comps. I mean, I used to actually post it a lot more, but like under my Discord server, which is open if you want to look at it. Anyways, a lot of Callisto players. Let me actually look at the actual results then, just spoil myself. So the people that did the best, HN and RY advanced directly to semis. Okay, so they're gonna play in the semis, and then Chi2, Winter, Kun Kao, and BBY are gonna play in the losers bracket, last chance. Tomorrow they're gonna play Group B, and then on Thursday they play this, and then next week they play semifinals, and then they'll probably play on the new patch in the grand finals. All right. Sounds good. Sounds good. Tomorrow is going to be exciting as well, I guess. But we'll see if they play on the new patch. I don't think they will. I think they're playing on the old patch, and I don't know if I want to watch like old patch. A lot of Rage Blades there. Excellent. I love Rage Blade. Okay, folks, if you're here for China regionals, I'm gonna go and transition into playing on OCE. So I'm gonna log on and play some OCE. Thanks for stopping by. If you are out here, I will catch you next time. I'll probably see if I can watch some CN regionals maybe tomorrow. Like, I think it's still worth tracking, because in the end the patch isn't that different, right? So maybe we'll watch a little bit of China regionals tomorrow as well and see what happens.